What's up, everybody? Nolan from RN Customs, and today we're looking at some more solar. Christmas came early. Let's check it out. First little look here, guys. A little bit of shipping. Marks. Nothing out of the ordinary, though. I mean, it came FedEx, so not too bad of a box. Bigger than any of my other panels. The other biggest panels I have from ecoworthy are the 120 watt panels. So right now I've got 100 watt monos, 120 watt monos, and then 100 watt bifacial. So this will be my fourth different style of ecoworthy panel I now have. I had reached out to ecoworthy about a project I was doing, and I had already worked with them on their single axis tracker, and I said, hey, I've only got one panel on that thing so far. Is there any way we could try to fill that out, get some really good testing? I'm in the Midwest, so it's real windy out here. We've always got at least a few times a month, 30, 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. So getting a few more panels on there is going to be a good test, I think. Started getting into the unboxing here, and just two boxes taped together, which is awesome to see. I want to say with all the smaller panels, it's always just a big enough box for two panels to sandwich, but on these bigger ones, they don't take any chances. So here's another look. Got their nice big fragile stickers, so you'd like to think that the shipping folks will, try to be a little more careful, but I get it. They're moving a lot of packages. Stuff happens, but I did have one panel show up. I think I own 22 or so ecoworthy panels currently, and I've only had one show up broken. So reached out to ecoworthy, gave them my order number. They were super quick on Facebook. One thing though, me being in the States and them overseas, if you send a message on, let's say, a Wednesday, expect them to respond on like Thursday at 2 a.m. type deal. So sometimes if it takes a while to have the conversation, you're sending a message, during your regular day, and then they're replying on their regular day. So something that maybe could have been done in one night, given, similar schedules, it takes maybe 2 or 3. But just a disclaimer, these were sent out. These are review panels. I'm not being compensated for this, but I did get sent these because they wanted me to showcase them. I'm going to run some tests. It is winter here, so I will only be able to do so much testing, but going to put them out on the single axis tracker. Going to watch how that reacts to the extra weight and check the output throughout the day and try to make a few different videos for you guys. If you have any questions on these, I'll do my best to answer, or you can check the description. There should be a link to their website. I typically buy all my panels off eBay because I counted in my head, and I have 27 ecoworthy panels and have paid for all those myself, but I've waited until they have their eBay sales. They're pretty darn good price. Usually you're getting to about low 40 cents a watt on most of those sales, which there's always going to be a guy saying, oh, just get 400 watt panels and this and that. But the problem is I don't need a pallet worth of panels. Here's the back side of the box. Another fragile marker. If you guys want to pause, let me try to get that in full frame there. When you open your box, you're going to see guidelines for transport damage. This is exactly what I did when one of them showed up shattered. Took pictures, sent them the order number, sent them pictures of the box, yada, yada, yada. Here's it in, I believe, German, maybe? But I speak English, so this is the side I use. And then you're going to get one of their pamphlets here. It's got, then it goes into German there, but different information and specification tables for their other panels. So I have that one, that one. Now I have this one. I'll have to see about their 170. I don't know if that's a hard-mounted panel or if that's one of them flexible ones, but I'll have to look into that. And here is the panel. I do have a nature power 200 watt panel, so I'll have to put them side by side. It's currently out on the single axis tracker, but I'm curious if they're going to be similar. I haven't handled that one in quite a while, so not sure just by looking at it if they're the same size or one's going to be bigger or smaller or whatnot. Try to get you guys a close-up here of the information. Pause if you need to read any of this close. or you can ask in the comments, but get that to focus in. I'm going to back up here. As the sheet shows, first thing you should always do when you first get your panels, give them a good look over. See if there's any nicks, any big marks. You know, there's little bits of dust here and there. Just make sure it comes off. Make sure the panel is, you know, looks good. Don't notice anything broken, busted, etc. Well, here's both the panels unboxed. Now I just got to wait on some nicer weather. I can get outside and get them installed. Well, folks, we have the ecoworthy 195 watt panel install day. In beautiful Iowa, it's about 33 degrees right now. We've got 15-mile-an-hour winds, 30-mile-an-hour gusts, so hopefully you can hear me. No idea. Might be too windy, but I don't know where Ryan ran off to. I'll have to find him on the property. So this is an old 200 watt Nature Power. I got it from Home Depot. It's the very first solar panel I ever bought. We've had this on the unit for about 3 months, I believe, maybe a little bit over 3 months now. And here are the two new ecoworthy 195 watt bifacials. So this is what we've been using to charge the little lawnmower battery to run the unit. We're gonna move that. We haven't decided. We're gonna check size comparison, either move that down or up. Right now we're gonna loosen this, run it flat, and once it's flat, we'll go ahead and install them other panels. Bring you guys over and show you quick before I turn the video off. So here's what we just did. We're at the top now. We're at the bottom because we're in the winter here, obviously, so we want them as tilted as possible. Now we've got it flat. Mounting wise, guys, here's what we're working with. It's a friction fit. Use an Allen key. Try to get that to focus. It probably won't. That's just an Allen. Loosen that and it'll release the pressure and then change them. So I think we've decided we're going to move the Nature Power to the top, and we're going to put the two ecoworthies on the bottom. Well, folks, we got the second panel mounted here. I'm going to come down to the end, try to give you a view. The ecoworthy is a little bit shorter than that, than the Nature Power, but still looking decent so far. Well, guys, we've got it completed. Recenter my gimbal here. It's getting a little wonky. Here we are, so two 195 watt ecoworthy panels. Shout out ecoworthy for sending these out. I'm super excited to see how this single axis tracker holds up. There's what we're working with. And we put the bifacial ones, I mean, they're still probably 2 foot off the ground of the base, so that's plenty of room to get any sort of bifacial gain. This is a non-bifacial, so we're getting this installed. It is December 22nd. And as you guys can see out here, I mean, it's flatlands. We get wind. I'd say a few times a month we're getting 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. So there's not much to stop the any sort of wind coming through here. So I'll be excited to see how this holds up. I'll keep you guys updated. If you have any questions, let us know. One thing we will say, not super impressed with these mounts. This one's been mounted for 3 months. It didn't move. But you can tell that just the way these work is all they do is they crank down on the frame of these panels, and I mean, they're not the thickest, so you could easily tear through one of those if you weren't paying attention. But I think we got them mounted snug and didn't bend the absolute crap out of these frames. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get these plumbed up. It's not sunny today, so not gonna really have any live data like watching wattage come in or anything, but my plan is to hook these two up and run them to the basement of the house where I'll have 8 kilowatt hours of ecoworthy Life PO4 batteries. So if you guys want to stick around to check that out, that'd be awesome. I'll try to make some future videos for you guys. Any questions, let us know. Well, folks, I'm out here doing a little bit of testing. We're getting about 304 watts currently. The top panel charges the single tracking or the single tracker unit battery, so that's not hooked up, but I've got two 195 watt bifacial eco-worthy panels. Still a little bit of ice down on the panel, but I finally got a somewhat sunny day. I wouldn't say it's uninterrupted sun. I mean, there's definitely a hue in the air, but we thought we'd rip this out here. It's really cold right now. I want to say we're sitting around. Let me look at my phone. Give you another shot of that while I'm pulling the phone up. It is 24 degrees with a wind chill of 14. So, getting 304 watts consistent. Keep in mind, this is limited to 15 amps. And let me see, is there a sticker on these panels? Yes. So, no, it's moving. It's moving on me. So it just adjusted a little bit there. We can check here in a second. I might be able to throw these in series. Well, it's a little cold. I don't know if I should, because that has a limit of 60 volts. These are 24.5 volts, or VOC. So that'd put me at what? Just shy of 50? I'll have to do some calculations, but these aren't the most optimized panels for this. I'm just doing this to get you guys a test out, get you some footage of the actual output I'm getting. But the plan is to run these two panels to the house and have them charge 8 kilowatt hours worth of eco-worthy batteries. And then I will, at night, feed into either my Delta 3 Plus or my Delta Pro. So now that this is adjusted, I'm going to go back over here. Let's see what we're getting. I'd assume around the same. Yep, 305, 304. So I'm betting it's the amperage. Because I believe, what is the amps? I'm seeing an IMP of 9.65, and I believe that's what it goes off of. So in theory, I'm probably pushing, I mean, I can't tell you for sure because I don't got anything hooked up to truly read it, but I have a feeling that the amperage is why I'm not getting a little bit better. But yeah, there's the sun. There's what I'm working with today. Getting 305 out of, what would it be, 390 is what they theoretically should get, the max output. So I'd say pretty decent. I plan to keep making test videos on this, especially when it's a little bit warmer and I can put a little bit more time and effort into the wattage, watching that. And with my Victron controller, I'll be able to put these in series and we can see exactly how much this can output. So stay tuned for that in the future. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, hang out. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.